welcome back. And we're moving into our second conversation for today. I mentioned earlier, everybody looks forward to our eye-openers for some motivation, some inspiration. And here we have a new opportunity to be able to help ourselves grow as well. We have with us on set Elio Cabanas, who is the marketing manager for Scotiabank Belize Limited. And we have Dr. Dionne Chamberlain, of course, from Chamberlain Consulting. And we are talking about Leadercast 2018. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having us.
So this is exciting. Of course, you have been spearheading this initiative for a couple of years now. Let's take a step back and talk about what motivated you to be able to bring this opportunity to Belizeans.
I have a mentor out of Barbados. His name is Ian Blanchard. And he has been training and mentoring me for a couple of years. And he came to me and he said that after you've become a leader and you're working on your path to self-mastery, you have to then pass it on. Because your success is not your success. It's when you lead others to success. And he said that now it's your turn to do something and do something else. He does this in Barbados, in Grenada, St. Lucia, and he's now working on getting it into Jamaica and Trinidad. And he said that this vacuum of leadership that exists throughout the world exists heavily in the Caribbean, and that we must take this very seriously because there are leaders amongst us. The only thing is that we don't have anything to recharge us or refuel us. And sometimes you get sucked to the level that your positivity wanes because you're not feeding your soul and you're not feeding your natural propensity to give and to grow and to deliver more to people and to mentor and help those who need you at this time, because to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah. And based on that, he got the franchise and he offered me the opportunity to do the Belize one. Yes. And since then, it has been very helpful in supporting the work that we do on a corporate side and the work we do on a philanthropical side. Because I get, and my team, we get refueled. We get to hang out with people who have like minds like us, and we get to share this and send it out into creating critical mass, if you will, of a positive, motivated movement.
Yeah. Now, how would you explain to people what the purpose of participating in Leadercast is?
Leadercast is about feeding your soul. It's not to bring somebody in the room who is questioning leadership, questioning giving back, questioning kindness, honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love. It's someone who understands and values that leadership is not about position. Yeah. It's really about action, and whatever walk or stage of life that you're in, we are put here on earth for a purpose, and that we must give and help to grow and develop others. And it is really a moment for you to come into a room, sit with like minds. Nobody criticizing you for when you get up and dance, for when you clap, when you scream, when you're excited and you're enjoying learning and being with people to make you happy. So Leadercast is really a feed your soul moment. It's a buffet for those who are enlightened and want to continue being enlightened. And that's why we're excited that Scotiabank has joined us.
I was going to ask. So.
Right, and for us, we've been participating. This is going to be our third year that Scotiabank has been participating in this event. And this year, we're actually presenting partners along with Chamberlain Consulting. And for us, it has been a really easy decision. It has been a very natural decision to be a part of it. Yeah. Leadercast really is very meaningful, and for us as a bank, it's we have a big responsibility. We have a big responsibility to our customers. We have a big responsibility to our employees, to our stakeholders, to the community, to the country. So we invest in leadership because it's important for the development of the country. I mean, it's development at the organizational level, at the community level, at the country level. It's really tied to development, and of course, it's a commitment really to everything. It's to progress, to innovation, and everything else.
So talk to me about what your benefits have been participating over the past few years.
Right. You go there and then you listen to all these qualities and characteristics about global leaders. right? And you have an opportunity to hear them out. You have an opportunity to reflect on your own values and principles and belief. You can reconcile them, you can connect with that. And then, because leadership really starts with you, you have to be able to lead yourself first before you can lead others. So it's a process, and it really starts with you. So you go there at this leadership conference, you get exposed to all of this, you internalize all of that, you relate to all of it, and you apply that in your life. You know, so when you are able to adapt all of these qualities and so forth, then you see a natural outpour of your leadership abilities. And then when you have all these things that are important, you know, within your organization and your commitments, you are able to impact on that better and make a difference.
Talk to us about the speakers at this year's Leadercast.
We're extremely excited. And I wanted to first say, a lot of people ask us why don't we do it on a Belizean scape and have Belizean speakers. And I'll tell you, because every society likes to listen to the other person, recount their story. In my house, my children don't listen to me, but children at schools that I talk to listen to me. So at the very end, we like the outsider, right? But this year we're excited. Jim Torre, baseball Hall of Famer, he came from a house with an abusive father, and he had to bring himself out of that and rise to that specific challenge. One of my favorites is Jenna Brickman. She's an aerialist and an acrobat. She was born without legs. And amazingly, she became a tumbler champ. And the person who she chose to be her idol that she followed turned out to be her biological sister. Twist of, you know, twist plot. But she is a tumbler based with a physical disability. My mom was disabled, and so I do believe, my mother told me in life, nobody is disabled. We're all differently abled. And without hands, without legs, with cancer, with obstacles, with challenges that all of us face in regular life, we can overcome, because we have to make it a decision, though, that we lead ourselves. And I want, Elio has his favorite, so let him tell you who his favorite person is.
My favorite is Mae Jemison. She was the first female astronaut. And she's amazing because in her time, she was expected to conform to the, you know, to the traditional female roles and so forth. They weren't giving her that opportunity, but she fought her way through all of that. And even after that, she opened her own space camp for kids. So that kind of story is very inspiring. And those are the leaders that, you know, that...
Well, that's only 3 that you've mentioned. We have 10 that are there. And so essentially what you get to hear from them are it's not only their personal story that they share, but their tips
and tools
on how they were able to overcome.
And the interesting thing is that when you're listening to them, like what Elio said earlier, it resonates with you. You're like, I did that as well. It worked for me. The theme for this year is leading yourself, and to lead yourself, you have to learn from how others did it. You also need to figure out what you're doing, and you have to apply it to your context, your local context, and the issues that you're dealing with. However, you need to make certain decisions, because your decisions will determine your actions. Your actions determine your habits, and your habits determine your outcomes, whether they be consequences or rewards. And so at the very end of the day, no matter what happens in your life, you are responsible for you. You are responsible for the issues, everything that occurs. You can choose to be a victim or rise to be a victor, because your situation does not determine your destination.
So what we're talking about is motivating people to take on or become better leaders, right?
Yes.
And I think this is, you know, let's put this into context. In Belize, we have many challenges, but one of them is that we don't necessarily have people who are trained in managerial positions. So the concept of mentorship, the concept of helping to build people to grow, especially professionally, isn't always there.
Yes.
When you equip someone with all these skills, will they still be able to step back into their environment and thrive?
They will be able to thrive. However, your question is very important, because when you find out that you're in an environment that is toxic, maybe, and that is eroding at your capabilities, your abilities, your potential, there are times that a person will go back to their environment and say, I will try to change this if they have the capability to do it, or they will walk away. No matter which decision it is, it's about you. It's about leading you. And if you make a decision that this is no longer right for me, because it is no longer aligning with your growth, your development, and the growth and the development of your country and other parts of it, then you need to leave. And so it is a risk when a company invests in something like Leadercast, because nothing like an enlightened person. When you know what should be done and that it is easy to be done, but your organization or your leadership refuses to do it for whatever reason, you then have to make a decision, because you can either conform or you can not conform. And so even in my public-private work where I do this for companies, when I'm hired in as a trainer, sometimes staff leave, sometimes they naturally weed themselves out, or sometimes they will come in and try to get things done. But if you resist their growth and their development, they will seek it in their personal lives, and that's okay. However, a company can benefit from the amazingness that a person brings, that they can provide it in their public, their private, and in your company environment to improve your customer service, your bottom line at the very end of the day. But it takes certain behaviors and values. Leadercast doesn't give you scripted. It's not a book. It's not marketing 101. It tells you that the values of a leader are integrity, authenticity, putting people first, excellence, and discipline. But it tells you, yes, those values are important, but your values have to be backed up by behaviors. Bravery, beyond you, being visionary, creating a culture of this in your home, in your church, because you can't scream at your children at home and come and think you're going to be a decent leader in the church or wherever. You can't take the $5 over change that they gave you in the store and then tell your child to return back the eraser at school. Leadership is walking the talk, but it's simplicity and it's creativity, because a lot of us, we try to be highfalutin and convoluted and tell people what to do. Leadership is you're a guide. I can't, it's not, management is keeping it the way it is. Management keeps things the way it is. Leadership, I guide you, but you, who I'm guiding, who I'm mentoring, makes a decision what he or she will do. It's all in your hands.
This event is also for everyone. It's really for the teacher out there, it's for the office worker, it is for the fruit vendor, for everyone. And that's part of the role that we at Scotiabank play too, in partnering with them to make that opportunity available to locals and to everyone, to anyone who can benefit from it. Right? So we definitely want to make that clear. It's not just for managers, it is really for everyone to be able to experience this and to grow with that.
And what are the results that you've seen within your own workplace amongst the staff?
It has been very inspiring for us in the past. I mean, we've been there and we've seen what it is, and we become reinvigorated with this drive, with this energy. And it helps you to really think more strategically as to maybe what could be your priority areas of focus and how you get this done, and So it is really, as Dionne has mentioned, it's an opportunity for you to quench, to refresh, to think with more clarity, and pave the way forward. So we've seen a lot of benefit from it. This is our third year. This year we've been a little bit more supportive as a presenting sponsor, and the benefits are really wide-reaching.
One of the things I think people struggle with is finding the right motivation to do things. And even in work, I think some managements look at things like annual bonuses or financial compensation for issues, and that's more of an external motivation, which many people believe is fleeting. Intrinsic motivation is difficult to tap into. Is this what this is aiming to do, to get you to kind of find that meaning for what you do?
There's 6 parts of well-being that a human being needs. They need spiritual well-being, they need emotional well-being, they need physical well-being, they need financial well-being, they need community well-being, and they need social well-being. And so when we contemplate having a family day, for instance, or a sports day at a company, that's the social well-being. The community side is maybe the church and the fairs and the different events. A human being, all of us are different and we're made up differently. And so employers have to start realizing that we have different generations to deal with. So they have to look at the generational gaps and the way they learn and the way they accept different things. They have to start looking at the fact that we learn differently. Some of us are by hearing, some of us are by visual, some of us are, and also we need different perspectives, and that's why 10 speakers, because 10 people, 10 different, 1 or 2 will resonate with you, not all. Some people walk away and say, I love this person, like he loves Mae Jemison. I love someone else. Teresita back at the office like someone else. Everybody's in love with Andy Stanley. He's been there for 3 years in a row. What I love is that we bring in the local. We do a leader worth following, and last The year before, it was Dara Robinson for his leadership in Belize. Last year, it was Pedro Perez. Pedro does a sewing camp and different things for different farming opportunities for people along the Western Highway, and he also does a lot in the St. Martin de Porres area. So again, he was our leader. This year, we're looking for one. And also, what's important is that we have scholarship opportunities. Anybody who wants to
Scholarships
come,
to attend
to attend.
Leadercast. Yeah.
Attend.
Yeah.
you write in and say why you belong. We have volunteers, and I want to thank our volunteers because we have 15 people who volunteer every year, and they don't volunteer just for the event. They volunteer to package, help, do everything, because this is not a money-making event. This is something that we do to give back.
Yeah.
And so another thing that we're interested in is that we're having a roundtable session at the end. And we're going to be presenting in the first phase, the Gale report, because our young men are suffering in this country, and that is a reason why a lot of the crime and all of that is happening. And we keep focusing on women's issues. I'm a woman, I understand. I'm supposed to be focusing on women, but men need care.
Yeah.
And we need to start working on that. And we're going to have a roundtable session at the end where we'll discuss how do we take what we've learned during the day, how will we take the statistics that we've learned and try to help and propel change so that our young men are better fathers, they're more cared for. People need family, love, community, all of these well-beings that I told you about. We can't just focus only on physical things. Elio made a very important thing. At night, I can sleep if my spirit and my soul and my heart is full. My belly can be empty. I could drink extra water if I have to. But at the very end of the day, we need to take care of the spiritual side of us. We are spiritual beings having a physical existence, and we have to remember that.
Yeah. So how does one participate in Leadercast? It's coming up very quickly. It's May 4th, right?
Yes.
So tell me.
Tickets are available. You can call our offices 223-2007 or 610-3032. And because we're on Open Your Eye, the ticket price at this point is $3.95. But if you've seen us on the show and up until tomorrow at 5 and you purchase in time, we're giving $100 off.
Woohoo.
So at $2.95. And for those who can't attend because they don't feel they can financially afford, but they deserve to be there, write us in, tell us the reason why you want to be there. Our sponsors are making it possible for people to attend. I mean, Scotiabank, Angelos Press, Night and Day, Atlantic Bank, Smart, Biltmore, Sol Belize, Belize Productions, BTL, Avant-Garde, Caribbean Treasures, Belize City Council, BTB, and Tropical Vision. They're making it capable for other people who can't come to attend by paying for them to come in. Their ticket cost includes them getting a t-shirt. It gives them a book, a self-help book. They get all of the materials for the day, breakfast, lunch, snacks. It's an all-day, non-stop event. They enter everything. And it starts at 8 in the morning and it ends by 4. Registration is at 7:45. You have to be there on time because this is a simulcast. It happens whether you're in the room or not. So this is not Belizean style. This is leader style, because leaders are not late, because leaders value others. They value what people think of them. Leadership means authenticity and integrity means coming on time.
And you will also have a Belizean speaker there as well.
We will have Father Matt Rule will be with us, and he will be co-hosting along with us, and will add in their parts and also do recounting of the sessions and discussion sessions and all of that. Dara is a regular because we believe he needs to be refueled, and so he will be there, and Mr. Perez, and whomever is chosen for Leader Worth Following 2018, because the theme is to lead yourself, and so we have to make sure that we have others who are motivated to lead themselves. One thing I wanted to add, Marlene, is that last year, or previous years, Dara said he doesn't like to talk. Last year, Dara gave a speech on his own, from his heart, for 10 minutes, non-stop, talking about why leadership is important, and we didn't ask him to do it. That is when you know someone is ready to lead and take something to the next level. So we're proud of those kinds of things. And we're looking forward to refueling everybody who wants to be there. So
tell us, somebody's watching this, somebody's saying, and I find that people have a challenge sometimes investing in their own self. So they're saying, I don't know if I can spend that much. I just come off of Easter, I kind of broke. Why should somebody take the time, the effort, and the resources and attend Leadercast? What is the gain?
Right. I mean, if you look at the price might seem, up there. But when you go there and you experience everything, and your mind goes through all of these processes, and you're able to see, appreciate its worth, its value, and all of this for yourself, and realize the big impact that it can have for you, not just for that day. It's really part of a movement that takes you throughout the years, really, but it really starts there. It starts with you, and it gives you a unique opportunity to process all of that. And after that, you realize, you know what? It is the best $300 or $400 I spent, because it's an investment in your future. And it starts right there.
And it's a hefty discount starting today.
Today.
Up until tomorrow at
Take
5,
advantage of
$100
it.
off the cost of registration.
Right.
Is there a limited space available?
Yes, we do have a limit. I'm not sure of the numbers right now, but we are almost at capacity. So, and then also we do have our scholarship responsibility as well, so we make sure that we take care of that. Our issue is really the size of the venues, and we have to make sure that it's comfortable for everybody, and that everybody has pretty much front row seating, because it's important that you are comfortable that day. And so again, for those who are coming, we do have the Leadercast t-shirts. Dress comfortably, because you're gonna be jumping up, doing all kinds of stuff. These people, they make you do
I
things,
saw some interesting videos just
yeah, there are some fun things and we never know what's gonna be done. It's all a surprise. Even as a franchise person here, we don't know what's coming up. They pretty much roll out things very slowly as they come along, so that we're all surprised, and we have a great day. And for those of you who can afford it, attending it live in Atlanta, I would never ever take that away from anybody. But again, being with like minds, like spirits, and then like Elio said, it's an investment in yourself. And are you worth that amount? And are you worth developing and investing in you? I found out that has been one of the biggest investments I've ever, and best investments ever, is in myself. Because if I am not taken care of first, I can't take care of anybody else. And like in the airline, the oxygen mask drops first, put it on yourself first. Exactly. So if you don't take care of you, the rest of the people in your home, in your family, in your life won't be taken care of either.
All right. And where do people get tickets?
We have them at our office at Chamberlain Consulting, but like I said, call up and we'll give you the information for that, because we can deliver if they need to be delivered. And also, we'll work it out. Just let us know what you need. Some people pay online, and then we just have it at the door for them. We try to make it as easy as possible. The Biltmore is having better rates for you to come in. For that day, and I can tell you,
corporate packages, like if there's a large group that wants to come.
Yes, for you get 10 tickets, your 11th is free, and so that's the part there. And at the same time, that grouping can benefit from the $100 off ticket as well.
We definitely want to encourage all the viewers to participate in this. This is going to be the best investment in your life. So buy your tickets early, or write in and get one free. And so we definitely encourage everyone to take advantage of this great opportunity.
You can even email leadercastbelize@gmail.com so that we can. And just to let you know, we are recorded live by the international, and so we also may be on their television in their area as well, because like I said, this is a feed 100 countries around the world doing this together. Imagine one day, 100 countries, all of these leaders in one room focusing on themselves. It's a powerful movement.
May 4th.
Yes, May 4th.
Get your tickets early. There's limited space at this time. There's a discount, $100 off. And you can contact Chamberlain Consulting. You gave out the email. We'll have the information on our page. Please do take advantage of it. Thank you for coming in and telling us about it.
Thank you. We love you as our guest, Marlene. Please, if you can make the time.
I will try.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.